So you're learning strategy, you're learning planning, you're learning teamwork. And all of this, as you get older, is going to lead to some really great things, and it's called leadership. That means you have the skills to lead a group because you've been through it. You failed and you overcome your failure. This gentleman spends his whole life traveling probably the world, at least the country, talking to young people about how to be good leaders. Mr. Johnny Henry. So clap your hands and he'll tell you a little more about himself. Welcome, Johnny.
Thank you, Ray, for inviting me. You and Gino and the Nissan family, managers, I'm certainly thrilled and appreciate being at this great operation today. And this happened over a month and a half ago. I was speaking with Mr. Gino Perkins, I believe, and he informed me that this program was going on. But I didn't know there were so many smart people who were going to be here. Give yourself a hand. There you go. Give yourself a hand. It's so good to see so many of you young people and the mothers and fathers out with your families today. And when I look out across this room here, I see the people that America is made of. This is a true cross-section of America. Different cultures. But America. You are here to make America right again for all people. But let me introduce myself first. Johnny Henry from So-So, Mississippi. Any of you have heard of So-So? Okay, big city down south. And went to school there, high school, Roosevelt High School, Jones Junior College. Left there, went to Alcorn State University. I'm a brave, we might have some tigers in there too, I don't know. If you do, that's good too, that's good, that's wonderful. And also went into the Army, stayed in the Army 3 years, spent time in there. Went to University of Southern Mississippi after I got out of the Army, finished school there, sociology, psychology, some of my masters. And also after that, went to the School of Life. And a lot of you don't know what that is right now. Some of the older people probably do. But my studies were sociology, psychology, counseling and psychology, and I received some of my masters in psychology. But the greatest thing to me was the School of Life. After I finished school at University of Southern Mississippi, I looked for jobs many years. But I didn't find what I majored in until about 25 years after. 25 years. It takes a long time sometimes, children, to discover and find where you're supposed to be. But I didn't quit. I didn't give up. You don't quit. You might fail, but you fail forward. What I mean by failing forward, as Mr. Maxwell said, I'm with the John Maxwell program, leadership group, training team, that when you fail forward. You can catch yourself. Never fail backwards. Our old Chinese proverb says, if you can't go up, go sideways. Did you get that? If you can't go up, go sideways. In other words, keep moving forward. Never go back, unless it's just absolutely necessary. But you keep moving forwards, eventually you'll find where up is. And that's where that's where you're at right now. You are the future of America. And we're depending on you to make it right. Because we believe that you are going to make it right. And we're going to help you to make it right. You see a lot of negative things on TV, I know you do. We all do right now. But America has a great heart, a great country. And you are the heart of America. When I see you with these different inventions, robotics, math, inventor ID, tool ID, and all these different diverse programs that you were doing today. And the Nissan plant in particular. This gives me hope for the country. I'm also an author. I've written 5 books, published 5 books, working on the 6th and 7th book. Success, the Inner Treasures of Life, The Adventures of Astro Kid and Space Dog Leroy, which is a young Afro-American superhero book, but it includes all nationalities. Reflections of Life for the Heart and Soul, Diversity versus Racism, A Challenge to Mankind, and Land of the Deep Dark Mist. But the only way that I could do this, I couldn't quit in the middle of the stream. Don't change course in the middle of the stream. What it means is, right now, you're just starting at the beginning point of life. But you're going to cut through a matrix of illusions in your life. What I mean by a matrix of illusions, you're just at the beginning point, but you're going to have to go through what I've gone through, what a lot of your mothers and fathers are going through right now, in order to get to where I am right now. It's not going to be fun, but it's going to be a challenge. And I will tell you, accept any challenge. Accept a challenge that's bigger than you are, that's greater than you are. That's what makes you great. And I never thought about being anything small. I've always thought about being someone or something great. I always think about being something or someone great, guys. If you think little, you're going to get little. Right? Right?
Yes, sir.
If you think little, you're going to get little. But if you think greatness, you think great, accomplishing the great task before you, eventually, you might not get it right then, but you will eventually achieve greatness in life. In each one of you, there's a purpose. Each one of you, God put a purpose. Each one of you. But you're going to go through some hard times trying to reach that purpose. That's the illusions in front of you that make you think you can't achieve that purpose. Some of you are going to be doctors, some teachers, some engineers, some presidents. You might have a president of the United States in here, we don't know. Might have a secretary of state, a governor, male and female, all of you. I believe in all of you. I really do. I believe that you're the greatest people living right now. Don't you guys think so?
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's right. I like the way you said that. You said it with boldness. I like it. All you guys look so smart. You know, I think that you are. But one more thing. A man's life is his story. He lives his life through his story. Right now, you're creating the story of your life. You're creating the story of your life. Every day, everything you do, you create the story of your life. So, make it a great story. So at the end, you ask yourself, did I do my best? Because there's only one you in this world out of all the billions of people in this world. And it's only you can do what you can do. Can anybody else do it? Can anyone else do it? That's right. Some of you are going to be great actors, actresses, own businesses, a number of things, superstars, football players, basketball players, hockey players, you name it. Absolutely. Now, what inspired me, my mother used to read when I was a young boy. That inspired my imagination to, I guess, to write, to invent, do inventions. I'm also an inventor also. I invented the vibrating toilet seat. I invented the vibrating toilet seat. It was on the Jay Leno show in 2008 on about 5 million websites. all major news, television, radio stations, and outlets. And I did it because I was trying to make it happen. You have to make it happen, guys. Girls, you have to make success happen. You can't just, it's not going to come to you. And I put all my effort into it. And at 68, I haven't reached my apex yet. I'm still making it happen. And sometimes it takes your whole lifetime to do that. But the satisfaction that you get out of making life happen. You got to prepare yourself for that one shining moment. Each and every one of you. Each and every one of you have to prepare yourself for that one shining moment in your life. And God, Father Time, Mother Nature, everything comes together for you to achieve that success that you've been seeking all your life. That one shining moment. And you're going to be the greatest person ever, the greatest leader. It's always been, I want to be the greatest leader, one of the greatest leaders ever, one of the greatest leaders, I still do. But I feel that I'm living in that purpose by communicating with you. If I can't be it, I'm planting the seed in your mind to be one of the greatest leaders ever. Or some of the greatest leaders. Don't you want to be some of the greatest leaders ever? Yes, in your field of whatever you do. And if you've been a doctor, a teacher, a lawyer, president, be the greatest at it. It don't mean that you're better than anybody else physically, but you're putting your best efforts into what you do. You got to put your best efforts into what you do if you're going to be successful. You got to put effort into it. And that's where the fun comes in. When you reach out and grasp a challenge that's bigger than you are, and don't let it defeat you. You have to refuse to lose. You have to internalize, you have to put it in your mind that I'm not here to be a loser. God didn't put me here to be a loser. He put me here to be a winner, a victor, victorious. And I'm in a great country that I can do it in also, America, the United States of America. Greatest country in the world. We got a few problems, but we're going to be all right. That's right, we're going to be fine. I truly believe that. And I don't believe in losing, like I said, and our country don't believe in losing. Not be that working together like I see all of you here, different shades of colors from different backgrounds, different towns and cities across America, across Mississippi. That gives me great hope that you guys are gonna, I will see you guys somewhere, hopefully live long to see you become successful in some area of endeavor. You have to have faith, faith of a mustard seed. Hebrews 11 chapter 1st verse says, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Sometimes you hope for something, you don't see it, but it's actually evidence that it exists. Yes, you wouldn't be hoping for it. One of my great teachers told me when I was in 11th grade, I think, and I was thinking about, my mind wasn't on when I was really, it should have been on my list, but it wasn't. I was just kind of wondering at the time, 16, 17 years old. He called me in his back office and said, son, started talking to his son, your father gave you a great brain. He was so smart, he was off the chart. Physics, chemistry teacher. You've probably seen something like that yourself. He said, you know, great things come in small packages. Great people come from small places. And the great oak tree was once a little nut. So I'm telling you guys. So he was telling me, am I going to remain that little nut the rest of my life? Or am I going to go into the great oak tree of greatness? And be of value to something or someone. That the birds can live less and rest in. I can be a shade to someone. I can extend that greatness. Am I going to remain that little nut and get eaten by a squirrel? And I wonder, have I grown to that great oak tree, or am I still trying to grow to that great oak tree? But you have to work at it. It's a consistent thing you have to work at, being successful. But you guys think about that as you grow. I'm gonna leave that with you. You think about that. Are you going to remain that little nut are you going to grow into that great oak tree? And all of you have the ability to grow into that great oak tree. You guys remember the Wizard of Oz?
Yes.
All the characters, Dorothy, the Lion, the Tin Can Man, and the Scarecrow. The Lion didn't have courage. The Scarecrow didn't have a brain. And the Tin Can Man didn't have a heart. But they had this all the time. They just didn't realize it until they were faced with challenges that was greater than they were. Sometimes you don't realize that you have these abilities, the courage to overcome situations that's deeper than you are, that's greater than you are. The ability to figure out those situations, to work through those things. And the heart to stay the course. You got to have heart. If you don't have heart, you won't survive. You got to have heart. Heart is that essential element in you, that thing in you that's so deep, that love power that God put in you, that won't let you lose. It won't let you go astray. You're not by yourself. Heart is that element that will get you over the hard and rough times. If you climb the rough side of the mountain. I'm going to tell you a story about an eagle. The eagle that fell from grace. The eagle that fell from grace. The eagle that fell from grace, you know, eagle is a mighty bird. The eagle is a royal bird, right? You can't eat an eagle, you'll be arrested. You can't eat an eagle, you can eat chickens. Old chicken. And this eagle was flying, and he was flying high. Had an accident in space as he was flying. Broke his wings. I want you guys to listen to this, because you all might be that eagle someday. You're eaglets right now. You're on your way to get an eagle. And so if anything ever happens, if something ever happened to you, just remember this story. The eagle fell into the chicken coop with the chickens, into the chicken coop of life. And it made such a loud thud when he hit. The chicken made such a noise. When the farmer came out, he thought there was a fox in his chicken coop. But to his amazement, that was an eagle. What was an eagle doing in my chicken coop? And he realized that the eagle had broken his wings. And the eagle wanted to fight him, but he was too hurt and too scared, like we are sometimes. So the eagle let the farmer fix his wings. And the chickens realized that the eagle looked like them, but he was bigger, stronger looking. And the eagle realized the chickens looked like him, but they were smaller and pootier. So the eagle stayed with the chicken so long, he had to learn how to eat like the chickens. Scratching the dirt and the grass, and eat worms, different stuff. Bugs. The chickens had to show him how to survive. He became chicken-minded. The eagle became chicken-minded. And even when his wings said here, when he would fly and flop to the ground like a chicken. Because he thought he was a chicken. He was an eagle with a chicken mind. He had lost his ability to be that great leader. He had lost his ability to be that great leader. And the farmer's friend came back one day. He said, I bet if you put that eagle up on his house and drop him, he'll fly. The farmer said, no, he won't fly. He still thinks he's a chicken. He's chicken-minded. He's lost his ability to be the great bird, the great leader that he's supposed to be. Somewhere in life, you guys are might fail, but be like this great eagle. Never give up. And well, the farmer said, the farmer friend said, I bet if you take him up on that ledge and drop him, I bet he'll fly. He said, no, he won't fly. He still thinks he's an eagle. And fall back down to the ground. Okay, I bet if you take them upon that mountaintop and drop him, I bet the eagle will fly. Once and all, he'll probably fall to his death. Now the eagle, that's a natural habitat. Farmer took him up there, dropped him off the mountain. The eagle tried to flop to the ground. He couldn't flop to the ground, it's too far to fall. It scared him to death. So all he could do was by instinct, was spread his wings. And when the eagle spread his wings, a rush of wind came up under him and pulled him up, lifted him up. And the eagle, he realized that something had happened to him, that he realized that he was an eagle again. Tears began to come out of his eyes. He began to flop his wings. The majesty, the majesty that he felt. And he began to fly around, and he flew over the chickens. Never forget the chickens that bring you across if you ever fall into that kind of, fall into the chicken coop. The chickens are the one that help you, show you how to live. He flew over them twice, and flew over the farmer, and saluted both of them. Then he heard that voice that deep within, deep in the midst, that's calling him out his brothers and sisters. Like the voice of God calls us sometimes. But remember, you're that royal bird, like America is. You must stand for something. If you don't stand for something, you'll lay down for anything. You don't lay down for anything. Heart, you got to have heart to stand in the midst of times and troubles. Courage, wisdom, to fly like that eagle, to regain his powers again. This is what our country as America has to do. We have to regain our destiny again. We got to regain it. So you are the ones that's in the line of fire right now that are going to be leaders in all fields of endeavor. In all fields. And we want you to be great. And this is why I'm sharing this with you. I want you to be, I don't want you to say I can't. There's no such thing as I can't. I don't believe in I can't. There's no such thing as I can't do it. It's just a matter of how to do what you need to do. I can't is not in my vocabulary. You refuse to lose, right? Don't you refuse to lose?
Yes.
You're going to be victorious, right?
Yes, sir.
And whatever you do, that's right, you're going to be victorious. We have no losers in here. And even today, out of the ones that lost the competition, all of you are winners. Just by participating, all of you are winners. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And this young lady asked me why I invented vibrating toilet seat. Well, I was in a situation, I was thinking out of the box. I think out of the box all the time. Another thing, young people, you got to think out of the box. Don't think in the way that everybody else thinks all the time. You got to create expression. You got to think out of the box. And I created a young lady because I was hoping to make it better for people that had to sit there a long time, muscles get sleepy, stuff like that. Might stimulate them, keep them stimulated. So older people that something of that nature. And I know it's funny, but when you get on that vision, when you get that vision is another thing. You must have vision if you're going to survive. Vision, God bless you, son. Vision is seeing through muddy water and seeing dry land. Anybody know what that is? Seeing through muddy water and seeing dry land. My dad used to say that. That's one of the old school sayings. In other words, you're seeing on the other side of your problem. And learn how to dance in the rain. Even when the dark mystic clouds are hanging over you, you learn how to dance in the rain In other words, keep moving. If you keep moving, you eventually dance to the sandy shores of your sunlit destiny, okay? Love you guys. God bless you. I enjoyed being here. And take it to the top.